And 86.2% of the organizations were hit with a successful cyber attack. What are they looking for? They're looking for your data. So do you think that we really know exactly what information they got? We're not going to know.
What if the system you trust to safeguard your wealth just got hacked? The recent breach of the U.S. Treasury isn't just a headline, it's a wake-up call. In today's video, Lynette Zang reveals what this attack really means for you, why the financial system is more fragile than ever, and how to protect yourself by becoming self-sustainable and securing sound money outside the system. Stay tuned, because this is information you can't afford to miss.
The powers that be, and many people are very comfortable just getting a statement and how convenient that statement is. But if you live your life online and everything you do is online, well, chances are pretty good you've already been hacked, but that's just going to likely get worse. So, 9 telecom firms have been hit by a massive Chinese espionage campaign, the White House says. And there are dozens of nations that have also been affected by the Chinese hacking blitz, and this is known as Salt Typhoon. And who's one of those governments? Well, the U.S. government. Chinese hackers accessed workstations and documents in a major cyber incident, according to the Treasury. Are we really going to know exactly what they hacked? Probably not, but don't worry. But Chinese hackers remotely accessed several U.S. Treasury Department workstations and unclassified documents after compromising a third-party software service provider. So they've been hacked. Are we really going to know the truth? No, they don't really want us to know the truth, but I'm going to tell you, it makes a really strong case for having wealth. And how about, sound money completely outside of the system? And you should have enough to properly diversify. So if something happens to this and you lose access to your bank accounts, you still have sound money. What a concept. But investigators have so far found roughly 100 government computers that were compromised. It's probably going to be a while before we really know the truth. And they even say, I expect the impact to be more significant than access to just a few unclassified documents. I expect that too. And these are organizations hit by successful cyber attacks over time, just going through 2021, which was the most current data I could find. And 86.2% of the organizations were hit with a successful cyber attack. What are they looking for? They're looking for your data, your information. That has value these days on the dark web and easy for them to sell it. We wouldn't leave our homes or offices unlocked, and yet our critical infrastructure, the private companies owning and operating our critical infrastructure, often do not have the basic cybersecurity practices in place that would make our infrastructure riskier, costlier, and harder for countries and criminals to attack. I mean, I want you to think about that for a minute. These private companies and even the government, you would expect that to have the strongest cybersecurity out there, the Treasury, and they don't. And they were hacked. And that's just what was leaked. Imagine the truth if we knew. As of 2022, the average data brief life cycle is 277 days. So do you think that we really know exactly what information they got? We're not going to know probably ever, to be honest with you. And companies don't necessarily have to report. So if they're reporting it, you know that there's a reason why they're reporting it. And are we going to get all the facts? Probably not. Is that really what you trust all your wealth to? I hope not. According to the Bank for International Settlements, which is the biggest banker in the world, What share for gold? Well, gold is an asset viewed by many as durable and is the only case of a financial asset with no counterparty liability. Everything else, including, all of this stuff, right? This is all counter risk and counter liability. That's what counterparty risk is. It is also gold kept at home is not subject to political manipulation. They can manipulate the spot markets because they can just create a whole bunch of gold and silver that never will exist. But if you're holding the physical, there is a finite amount of it. And as long as you understand the truth and you do not fall whim to the lies or manipulation to the lies, you are not subject to political manipulation either. And look around you. What's going on geopolitically? Gold has been empirically proven to serve as an inflation hedge, at least over longer periods of time, because they can manipulate the spot market any way that they want to. But quite honestly, it's always done its job. Even in these manipulated markets, it has maintained your ability not just to purchase the same goods and services over time, but actually to expand that. Silver maintains your ability to purchase the same goods and services over time. And last, and most widely recognized feature is its potential value in highly adverse scenarios. Do you think that we are in an age where there are many, many, many highly adverse scenarios floating around? That's why you need to have physical gold and physical silver. And I met with somebody yesterday, actually, or just the other day, and we were talking about it. And quite honestly, this person is a big bullion buyer. I know if you're listening, you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking to the person that I was referring to. And if you're doing bullion, you better hope you're right, because desperate governments do desperate things. And we are looking around the world, particularly at miners who are having the greatest impact on additional fees and royalties and all of these things, which are confiscation. They're just different names for it. I like to do something that doesn't matter whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong. That's why I like physical gold in my possession. That's why I like the collectible coins. You're not going to hear a lot of people say it, but then again, they didn't have my Uncle Al, did they? They didn't have the background where I saw that he was holding at least 3,000 ounces when in any other form, it was illegal to hold more than 5 ounces. That's a good what if I'm right, what if I'm wrong. Because if I'm holding collectible coins and they confiscate bullion, let's see, here's my bullion, and they confiscate bullion, doesn't matter to me. I'm not holding bullion. I'm holding something that the guys that write the laws are holding for themselves. You've got to do what you're comfortable with. That's what I'm comfortable with, having lived my life in this arena. This is what I'm personally comfortable with. Look, if we can grow a sound money movement on a global basis, 100%, I know we can have a positive impact on everybody's future.
Thank you for watching. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss an update. Stay informed, stay prepared, and we'll see you in the next one.